Okay, today's lesson is 76, volume of prisms and cylinders. What's our objective, class? Get ready?
Volume of prisms and cylinders.
Volume of prisms and cylinders. Today you're going to find out how to find the volume. So I want you to consider this example. If I took that front face that we can count all the units, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 4. So in all there's 20 cubic units on the face. Well, how many layers are there? There's a total of 3 layers. So if I times 20 by 3, I should get the total amount of cubic units. So that'd be 20 times 3, which is 60 cubic units. That leads us to our formula to find out the volume of any shape. Volume of any right prism and cylinder that we're going to focus on today is the area of the base times height. What's the volume equal to? Get ready?
Area of the base times height.
Area of the base times height. So let's double check and make sure we remember what is the base and height of some of these shapes. So we're going to pull out a couple of these. If I was finding the volume of this triangular prism, it might be sitting like this, but this is not the base. This is the base. Remember, the triangle right here, if you were to push that through mud, it has to penetrate that shape all the way through the object. That's what makes it a prism. So that shape is what becomes your base. So this one, I couldn't take that rectangle and push it through and make a prism, could I? So it really go this way. This is your base and top, same shape. Same thing with a hexagon. If I wanted to find the volume of this, if I could find the area of the base, which I'd push through, if I had the area of this base and there was a cubic centimeter, a centimeter there, a centimeter there, a centimeter of that area, and that area was like slices of layers, just like that cubic shape was slices of layers. By the time I multiplied by the height of the object, I'd have volume. So let's try a couple of these, and the same thing with the cylinder. All right, what is the base of this shape? It's the triangle. So let's draw that triangle. The volume of a rectangular prism or a triangular prism is area of the base times height. What's the volume equal to? Get ready?
Area of the base times height.
Area of the base times height. So I've got, here's my base, right here, the triangle. What is my formula for a triangle? It's 1/2 base times height. So that's just for this triangular part. I need 1/2 the base times height. What's my base and height of this triangle? Colin.
8.
Okay, good.
And 6.
6, excellent. Why don't we use 10? Because it's kind of laying on the 10, isn't it, Jacob?
Because 10 is the hypotenuse.
10 is the hypotenuse, and I need a perpendicular base and height. So just imagine it turned up on a side. Base and height have to be perpendicular, so I use a 6 and 8. That's 1/2 of 48, which is 24. We're in centimeters. Now the height of it is this height is 12. So I'm going to put that in there. So therefore my volume is area of the base, 24 centimeters squared, times by 12, which, Spencer?
288.
280. Thank you for having that ready to calculate and ready to give me that number. And our units are cubed. What are our units? Get ready?
Cubed.
Cubed. We're in 3 dimensions. We have 3 things. We have a length, a base, and a height now. So there's 3 dimensions, so our units would be cubed. Let's do another one. Question, Jacob.
Wait, leave the equation up on the board.
Okay.
Why does it 24 centimeters squared plus 12?
That's at times. It's just a little sloppy at times.
Okay.
In my intermediate 5 class, so they don't know dots yet, so every once in a while I slip and use an X in your class, but we don't ever do X's here sometimes. Okay, good question. All right, we've got a battery. Say you work for a battery company and say, what's the volumetric composition? How much acid are we going to be fitting inside this battery? How much volume can the battery hold? So it tells us the battery is 50 millimeters long. The diameter is 14 millimeters. What is the volume. So I need the area of the base times the height. So area of a circle is, that's the formula for area of a circle. What's the formula? You ready?
Pi r squared.
Pi r squared. What?
Pi r squared.
Good, pi r squared. So my radius is half of the diameter, or 7. So we're going to go pi times 7 squared, which is pi times 49. It says use 22/7 for pi. What's for pi? Get ready?
22/7.
22/7 for pi. So we plug that in. And then we're going to cross cancel the 7. We'll go into the 49 7 times. 7 times 44 is 154. We're still in millimeters squared because all we found was the area of the circle. Okay, we're still going. The height of my cylinder is 50 millimeters. So now my volume is area of base times height. What's my formula? Get ready?
Area of the base times height.
Area of the base times height. So I'm going to go area of my base, 154 millimeters squared, times my height, which is 50 millimeters. And then Jacob, you've got that?
7,700.
7,700 millimeters cubed. Look at the squared times the 1. That's where we get our cubic units. Kind of cool. Alright. Okay, so there's our volume. Make sense? Give me a thumbs up if it makes sense. Okay, I'm going to follow up with one more question. We just did a triangular prism and we did a cylinder. What if I had a weird shape like, say, the state of Utah, and that was a prism, okay? And I had a bunch of dimensions in here. Maybe I had 2 and 3. And if I just found the area of Utah and then times it by the height, I could find the volume. Could you break this up into 2 shapes? And you'd have to I'd have to find that area and that area, combine the 2 areas, then times it by the height. Maybe it was 100. Okay? Makes sense? So the shape could be anything. It could be a hexagon. And then I have to find that prism. Right? If I found the area of that hexagon, I could find the volume by multiplying by the length or height of that prism. Okay, so let's try one last one. This time, you're going to help do this on your papers. We've got a triangular base. We didn't draw it in, we're going to draw it in. See if you can picture it, how I'm going to draw it. Let's see, I'm using this side here. Okay, can you guys see that shape? All right, so this is my base. On your papers, will you find the area of the base, times it by the height, which is 10 centimeters. Calculate the volume. Okay, so area of the base times the height. I want you to write your formulas down to practice our writing procedure. Show your work, circle your answer. Put your pencil up when you've got it. Okay, I saw lots of right answers, but not everybody got it. So I want you to step me through it. Olivia, what was your area of your base?
24.
How'd you get 24?
And then divide, so it would be 12.
Okay, so you knew there was a divided by 2 because it's 1/2 the base times the height for your triangle. Okay, so we're going to do this on the practice set too. Area of a triangle, 1/2 base times the height. 6 times 4. Half of 24 is 12 centimeters squared. Okay, what was your next step, Bethany? Okay, why did you times it by 10? Because the height is 10. So we're going to go to the formula. Volume equals area of the base times the height. Our area was 12 centimeters squared. Our height, she says, was 10. And so that's going to give us 120 centimeters. Cubed. Very good. Okay, and most of you had it. Those of you that missed it, did you catch your mistake? Okay. We're going to skip the next example and let you guys go right to prep set. We're on 511. Take a 20-second stand-up break.
I'm standing.